Hello everyone. So this week I believe the question I went with was number 3. That was the one about analyzing the music and using it to interpret the meaning of the film. Alright, so the film contains only 6 songs, which are featured at specific times to convey certain moods and meanings. The first full piece that we actually hear is Also Sprach Zarathustra, or Thus Spoke Zarathustra, composed by Richard Strauss. This song is placed at the beginning of the film at precisely the moment when the ape makes the shift between simply digging for food and realizing the potential of the bone as a weapon, after the monolith invoked curiosity and higher thought. It can also be heard during the final scene of the film, when the Star Child, which Bowman evolved into, gazes down at the earth. Strauss based the piece on a philosophical novel by Friedrich Nietzsche, which includes the concept of the Übermensch, or the Overman, as well as the death of God, and therefore the redefining of morals and values leading to this final ultimate version of man. The novel also focuses on the question of eternal recurrence, meaning that time is cyclical and events repeat infinitely. The portion of the song we hear is a fanfare introducing something incredibly important. One sec. Right. The beginnings of the evolution of the ape into a more intelligent creature, and the evolution of Bowman into the Star Child, which represents the Übermensch, the fully evolved man, correspond with the meaning of this fanfare and its introduction of something greater. The entire evolution expressed in the film can be viewed as an epic journey or an odyssey, hence the title. The second major piece featured is Requiem for Soprano, Mezzo-Soprano, 2 Mixed Choirs and Orchestra by, I hope I don't butcher this first name, but it looks like Giorgi Ligeti. This piece is exclusively paired with the appearance of the monolith. The musical texture of this piece is polyphonic, or more specifically micropolyphonic, as stated by Ligeti. This essentially means that there are many independent sounds and melodies in the song, giving it a sense of depth and mystery. The song is also a requiem, which is a death song. However, the dissonance and harmonies which emerge from the various sounds also imply a sort of creation, and as Ligeti himself puts it, the complex polyphony of the individual parts is embodied in a harmonic musical flow in which the harmonies do not change suddenly but merge into one another. One clearly discernible interval combination is gradually blurred, and from this cloudiness it is possible to discern a new interval combination taking shape. In the film, the monolith seems to bring the advancement of man, so the creative aspect of the music makes sense in that context. The dissonance represents the extreme mystery of the foreign monolith, which we and the characters throughout the film feel drawn to while knowing almost nothing about. Alright. Lux Aeterna, also by Ligeti, is heard when the men are in the vehicle above the surface of the moon, heading to the site where the monolith stands. The Latin text of the song is from a Roman Catholic Requiem Mass, and it translates to, "May everlasting light shine upon them, O Lord, with thy saints in eternity, for thou art merciful. Grant them eternal rest, O Lord, and may everlasting light shine upon them." Basically, eternal light. It is also polyphonic, again giving a sense of mysteriousness and awe. At a guess, its purpose in the film is to create a feeling of otherworldliness and to imply some higher mystical force, as religion attempts to do. It definitely sounds more mystical than human. That's just my opinion in there. Alright. During the scene when a ship lands at a space station orbiting the Earth, and again when a different ship lands at the station on the moon, Johann Strauss II's The Blue Danube is heard. The full translation of the German title is By the Beautiful Blue Danube. This is a waltz, and it is based on a poem by Carl Beck about a river in Vienna. The poem contains themes of peace, beauty, joy, and blessings in reference to this river. The waltz style, along with the casual spinning of the station, makes it appear like it's dancing, and the blue earth sitting next to it can be compared to the beautiful blue Danube. I really don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. There is irony in Kubrick's usage of a song about peace while a weapon satellite is on the screen. The purpose of this irony could be to express that mankind thinks he is fully formed and his supreme version, or Übermensch, because of technology, while visually showing the falseness of this belief. Alright. Gaiane Adagio by Aram Khachaturian plays during the start of the Jupiter mission as the Discovery drifts by, and we see Poole and Bowman passing the time by doing rather normal menial tasks, eating, exercising, playing chess. Gaiane is a ballet based on an Armenian woman, which includes themes of patriotism, betrayal, and romance, among others. Patriotism is more exaggerated during wars, and the Cold War was still going on in 1968 when the film was made. On the first station, the first space station, Russians, likely spies, are trying to get information on what the Americans are doing. This alone isn't a theme of the film, however. It reinforces the idea that the current man is not the Übermensch because of his conflict with himself. The emotional aspects of the ballet and of Adagio create a juxtaposition with the extreme lack of emotion of the crew. Even as Poole watches his parents wish him a happy birthday, he shows no emotional reaction whatsoever. This emotion, represented in the ballet as a mixture of sadness, fear, uncertainty, and the joy associated with love, also hints at the apparent importance of the mission and the mystery of wondering what lies ahead. Alright, the only remaining piece to be mentioned is Ligeti's Atmosphères. Kubrick aligns this piece with Requiem so that it overlaps. When Bowman travels through the Stargate and the monoliths, that was a weird, trippy scene. It is another densely polyphonic piece, and it adds intensity to the scene, as well as emphasizing the ambiguity of the images and Bowman's experience. Paired with Requiem and the visuals, the overall effect seems to express a fuller concept of the original mystery of the monolith and Bowman's exposure to the unfiltered knowledge it possesses. This is sort of a revelatory moment in the film, and Bowman is able to evolve into the Star Child because of it. Alright, the end, I guess. That was, a lot of that was my own interpretation. So I don't know if it's exactly what Kubrick was trying to express, but that's what I got out of it.